Welcome to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. This show is all about honoring you as a spiritual being having a human experience. You are here for a reason, and it's no mistake that you are here on Earth right now. Spirit has guided you to this very moment in time, so you could hear the messages Pam is about to share with you. She is a multidimensional healer, light language channel, transformation coach, wife, and mother, committed to helping you discover the tools and practices to empower you to live the best life you can. You get to choose the spirit path you take. You can connect to the spiritual guidance already all around you. Get ready to live a fully empowered life. This is the Empower Me Show.
Welcome back to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. I am Pam Bright, and this is my dear friend and mentor, Bryan Rawls. Thank you for coming back, Bryan. We are here to talk about light language and energy healing and all wonderful things spirit. And we are aware that there is a new diva in town here on the planet now. And so Bryan's going to talk to us about who this new Divine Diva is, what she's all about, how her energy is impacting the planet. And also we are taking calls from any of you who want to call in to get a healing today or a blessing or anything that you need for your setting up for the new year. So Bryan, thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you're here. And why don't you tell us a little bit about kind of the place we're at right now, as far as we're in between Christmas and New Year's. We're looking forward to the ending of 2021, beginning of 2022, and we are experiencing what we call the divine feminine on the planet. What does that mean, and what would you say is the energy of right now in our world?
Okay, so basically December 21st is when Anavia Nightshade came into power. Her reign lasts from winter solstice to winter solstice. Anavia has basically taken power, and Shayata has went into a slumber. And as this basically happens, what happens is basically the next Divine Diva comes into power, and with her being Anavia Nightshade, normally they come into power with a particular set thing that they must do, or that they must bring to humanity. And the reason why these are coming in as feminine energies is because we have had so much masculinity or masculine energy from way back in the dark ages to up to about 2012. And then as 2012 hit, that's when it allowed for the divine feminine to step forward and start taking a spot here on Mother Earth. So basically, as these divine divas have come into power, and each one has taken reign, I have found that they come into reign with a specific task to complete. And as they complete this task, it allows for the next one to basically step in. So basically what Anavia Nightshade's task is basically working with our shadow self, okay, and illuminating what everybody has tried to hide in the dark for so long. This including governmental stuff, even science stuff, even metaphysical stuff, even spiritual stuff that folks do not want this information getting into our hands because of the particular frequency of some folks, polarities, basically, because I can't necessarily say that there is a negative soul and a positive soul. It's basically human conditioning that has taught that particular soul what to do. So basically, with Anavia coming into play, she's here to help us reawaken to our shadow self, reawaken to what everybody has tried to push down, basically. And as everybody has pushed down this particular energy of secrets, delusions, and whatnot, it basically allows for particular codes and energies to become active in our DNA. And basically, Anavia has also mentioned that she is also here to awaken here to awaken the next energetic genetic code within our sequence within our genetic code. So energetic sequence within our genetic code. And this is basically to raise our spiritual vibration and the way that our molecules and atoms oscillate into this, what some light workers or some spirit workers are calling New Earth. Now, a lot of people don't want to necessarily call it New Earth because of everything that is coming up from basically us facing our shadows. But Anavia is here to help us transition to where we're not necessarily so brutally, it's not so brutally up in our face when we deal with our shadow. Okay, so and you will find nowadays that a lot of folks are working with their shadow aspect. And I don't know if much folks have been familiar with the Chinese zodiac, but it is the year of the water tiger. And with it being the year of the water tiger, it basically allows for that energy of dealing with our emotional side and dealing with what is basically, for lack of a better word, primal, if you will.
Got it. Wow, that's a lot of great information about who this new diva is. And we would love to kind of get an energetic sense of this new diva inside of our own body systems and our own worlds in order to birth ourselves to the next level. We'll do that in a little bit, but first I want to really ground us into ourselves so that we can be here now. And then we'll take a little break and come back and do a little bit of energy transfer between, what is her name again?
Anavia Nightshade.
Anavia Nightshade and ourselves. So go ahead and allow yourself to just go inside. If you're driving or doing anything that requires your attention, you can just go ahead and listen to my voice and allow yourself to experience what you need to in this moment, but pay attention to what you need to as well. But as you breathe, go ahead and really feel how that breath informs the whole body system, how to be. And as you focus on your breath, it really brings your attention to the intricacy of how each of the pieces of the body, the physical body, those as a system in and of themselves, and the emotional body, and the mental body, and the spiritual body all work together to bring this wholeness of what we call the body system. And we now ask that all of the guides, teachers, and angels that work with each of us come into this present moment where we all live in each of ourselves, and allow us to take an inventory of what our needs are, what our desires are for the end of 2021, and really birthing the new year of 2022, and how we can receive the support that is always present, and especially honing in on the connection of the Divine Divas. Hinana yeta teo nana. Hone sana yeta tana ye ye. Hana me ua te ukala tata. Na ye ye ya ma ya mo ye ye. One satane hua ke ya mama. One sane kia to chana ya ya. Tone same yukala chane yuna. Toye na maya kuna maya ne.
Yestiotur it ascende hebihe nohara atahile tehasi. Vele preando kokimo nahal. Vela sopakasihete eshiatua ana akatakiasta ama ana ayate es. Ile preando kwa hasayan nehisepikiwa. Jepokute ana akisha mehene. Ro undawas. Vesianur ite moakai ete shianua. Rite emokos. Vasi hene kia paka ashayanoa. Vela sohapataka ayate eshi.
Hute yuta ye kupa.
Te sipotua ak.
Taetu namake ana e.
Ni jendu ala prene esteba no aki.
O te data ki I namane kua.
Devo bahash.
Noka aneke e uuna.
Ranua inde mi kunda shehemuat.
Nak ek una neno.
Rit mak. Jit mwas. Bazi hite enua.
Noko ne ek tukuna.
Jitua. Deshima.
No o oka inaka.
Akrit.
Nok nek
Nebure en
no o okena.
de sepwa.
No, ompe ine.
Jinda halaprite mwakakis emba ataki in amu unakoshin.
Na yeku na inaki yake nacha.
Arine evum bahari emas vunda ashaki. Vishindua. Izimwana hanahim bar it emwas. Zepokota enu akashiteki en luprianu kosahamana.
Nane e nai.
Nilambreandu hokosambu sahasihane. Bash.
Tuye ta.
Dima an ede bohara atakis. Vebe de hlor. Vejina hashte lepsia. Bua ewakahi. Vehasi womanash. Vesikapataka ai. Besho no okurana akis.
Allow all of these beautiful sounds to come fully and completely into your inner world, into your chakra system, into your very cells of your body system, and allow them to inform you, instruct you, empower you, and open you to your next highest self. Take a few nice deep breaths and allow yourself to come back into this space. We're going to take a break and go ahead and get some water for yourself. Water is really important to help your body to really adjust to the energies and ground yourself in this physical plane. So we'll be right back. We're back with the Empower Me show. I'm Pam Bright, and I'm here with my dear friend and mentor and soul brother, Bryan Rawls, and we are talking about the new diva that's in town now. All over the world actually is her reign. Her name is, I never remember this, Anavia Nightshade. There we go. That is her name. And my understanding from what Bryan told me is that she is dragon-like, and I happen to have a dragon here that I will show you. So this is just one way that she might present herself to you. She has some of the dark energy that we were talking about that she is helping to really help us discover what our hidden parts of ourselves are, so that we can actually heal those parts and transmute those parts and release them so that
And
we can
also,
be more.
you'll find secret symbolism in your everyday life that is helpful and beneficial to your path that has been hidden in the dark for so long, but it will now make its awareness in your in your reality and in your current as you move forward with this energy.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we do have someone that called in that would like to know, Bryan, if he can start working with this Divine Diva now and how he might do that. His name is Bobby Biggs.
Okay. Hey, Bobby, how are you? And thank you for your gifts of light language every so often. I appreciate them and I listen to them. So I appreciate that. And how you can sit and begin to hold dialogue with her is basically you want to start with a glass of water and a candle and just speaking to her like you would speak to me. Okay. She will automatically hear because she is omnipresent and omnipotent. So basically all powerful and everywhere. Okay. So it, when she may be channeling through me to give a reading, or she can also be across the seas helping another folk with something else. So totally call on her. Anavia Nightshade, ANAVIA NIGHTSHADE.
That's great.
And she is she is actually her sacred, well, she has communicated to me that her sacred plant, which is a very deadly plant, I will just say that it's a nightshade plant, and basically this particular plant has been used in shamanic journeying with the spirit of the plant, not necessarily the plant itself. Okay, so this would be calling upon the spirit of the plant, because definitely don't go out and get you a nightshade plant because you don't need one. You can call on the particular spirit of her particular plant, and it's just as powerful. So definitely try that out. You can call in Anavia, and then call in also the Nightshade spirit, and basically you'll start feeling as if those two spirits merge with your energy field. And as they merge with your energy field, you'll feel it. You'll probably feel this in your solar plexus or your sacral chakra. Okay, these two particular chakras are most work with power and pleasure, and this is a lot of what her understanding and her energy is all about. Is about power and about that ecstasy or that bliss that is often felt when spiritual enlightenment is sought after. So say Anavia has to be one of the most, I'm gonna say one of the most ruthless and savage divine feminine diva that I have worked with since I've been working with them since 2016. And I've been through my divine divas, but I would have to say Anavia is very, very much no nonsense. She's almost that strict mother where it's tough love instead of that soft love.
That's great. So thank you for that. I also have some information for you, Bobby. So because we know that this particular divine diva works with the shadow self and with what's unconscious, I really want you to look at and really embrace those parts of you that you don't necessarily enjoy, those parts of you that you judge, those parts of you that you would rather not have, those parts of you that you may get angry at or feel afraid of.
Start with childhood first.
Yeah, that's a great set of tools there to go
Matter of
into the
fact-
childhood.
Matter of fact, Pam, I'm actually going to be presenting a shadow work course that is going to be taught by Anavia herself.
Great.
So that shadow work course will be actually, now I will tell you that there is a vetting that you will have to do to get into the shadow work course, because it is very complex, I'm going to say, and I want to make sure that you're in the right state of mind to take the course before you even commit to the course. So, but Anavia has, is going to be probably bringing through a 7-day course.
Okay.
That is going to be beneficial for shadow work.
All right. So if people want to experience this particular course, they should contact you.
Yes.
All right. Yes. And his email is angelic guidance 13.
Yes, angelic guidance 13 at gmail.com.
Perfect. Awesome. So that's the way you can get a hold of Bryan if you're interested in this course. I highly recommend any of the work that he has. He's very skilled at what he does, and your life will not be the same. I can guarantee it. He will be opening to the fullness of who you are, the more that you're willing to work with these energies that both Bryan and I present to you in this show and also one-on-one. It's really, really important that you listen to that inner voice when it says, oh, I think that's for me. That's the voice to listen to. So Bobby, I pulled a card for you from my Hidden Worlds deck, and this happens to be the fairy energy card. So I'm showing it to those of you who can see that. And with your inner eyes, Bobby, you can see this, even though you may not see the exact symbolism. It's a fairy, and fairies are part of the fairy kingdom. Butterflies are as well. And I know you're connected very much to the butterfly. So this is about growth, expansion, and flowering. So you're really looking at how you get to use your shadow parts of yourself that are hidden, or parts of you that may not be exactly what you wish they were. You get to embrace those so that they can teach you how to. Yes, what?
I said, you know what's interesting? It's funny because Anavia is very close to the fairy kingdom.
Nice.
So very close to the fairy kingdom, the David kingdom, and the fairy realm itself. It's a her energy is very much connected to the elf kings and queens. So she actually, there is a fairy king and queen that actually has been in communication with her through me. And basically they're building a new fairy program. So that's coming out too.
Wonderful. So
elemental program.
Wonderful. Perfect. So again, if you're interested in working with Bryan and what comes through for him, definitely get a hold of him and let him know that you're interested. And what I know about Bryan and what I know about myself and my work is that we're really easy to work with. You know, we'll work with whatever system you live within, financially or energetically, spiritually, any of that, we'll work with you. So if there's something that you're feeling like, I can't afford that, or I don't know if I have the time, or I don't know if this works for me. Just let us know. And
Yes,
we
you will
will make it
always
work
be
for
able
you.
to afford the work. It
Yes.
is just committing to the yes.
That's it. That's it. So, Bobby, hopefully that helped you and brought you some peace. And definitely, okay, you wanted a blessing. So, Bryan, I'm going to give this to you to just send some blessing Bobby's way for him to be able to enjoy his day and his week.
And I call upon Mother, Father, God, my guides, our guides, the angels, the ascended masters, and all the beings of light from on high, as we align with our mighty I Am presence, the highest light of who we are and who we have forever been, to assist us with the following: a light language blessing. Ela krite mura shenwa kataise mihila kurin. Bayadura na esta isipiki umash. Kure inda ayas to asihine e. Kokino kota wara ayate ish. Vimbo kota este simako ay. Ine heno kata hish. Vala sihele pakiatwala kata yano. Ina shihne makayis yasa. Una shanuara ekeles yamoa. Iwana kite siopakwash. Ita mahal. Cridemboa. Ura shenoir et esin. Veba kiata ele kiatwa shanu kosihin. Imakata ashai. O kosihamokwa. Green ud am et esiawa. Ida no kosembo hura atahite si makashayate la kura anasihini. Mok anakasi. Ora noa. Eonarete sino kosham. Bawa kahin. Rita makotawas. De pata ayasheni. Ridemoa. Ela kri. Ote masi henwa. Ewa hakayato ush. Rinwa. Bahan ek ayate is. And take a deep breath in, bring that energy up and through your root chakra, and through the sacral, up and through the solar, and in through the heart, up into the throat, into the third eye, down into the well of dreams at the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, beaming down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Shoshana, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. Take a deep breath in. All right. Just allow that energy just to flow. We're going to call in the light of the Pisces constellation to ground you out 5 miles down, 5 miles out. And waiting for that energy to go quantum. And then calling in the energies of, or the light of the Ophiuchus constellation to integrate this energy into your central nervous system. Take a deep breath in. Okay, so how is everyone feeling?
Yay. So for those of you who may not understand what's happening with that transmission, when Bryan talks about the sacral, he's talking about the sacral chakra. He's talking about the solar plexus chakra, and then he goes up to the other chakras so that you know. I know because I've worked with Bryan for a long time and I understand that, but I wanted to get that clear to you. You will find that the energy knows its own system. So it will do what it needs to do, even if you don't necessarily understand the verbiage. And that's the way that it always is with energy work, is that the body knows what it needs to do. And the mind often gets confused because it's supposed to step aside so that the energy body can take over. So wanted to check in with Jacob. Do we have any other calls?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay, well, what, Bryan, let's see. We are what I call in the in-between. So Christmas has just happened for those of us who celebrate Christmas. And New Year's Eve is coming up tomorrow, which ends a cycle, ends 2021. What does that mean for us being in this in-between place?
Okay, so basically what happens when we're in this in-between. Now remember, okay, so we are getting ready to, so a particular planet is about to, well, yes, a particular planet is about to hit the ecliptic degree from last December 4th. Now, when this particular planet hits those particular, that particular degree of when our last solar eclipse was, that was, remember, positioned over Antarctica, the Antarctica where, quote unquote, a lot of hidden stuff is. When it hits the next ecliptic degree, or when it hits that ecliptic degree, Mars is going to be the planet that hits it. Now, basically what happens is Mars, obviously we know that Mars is the god of war. Okay, so I will strongly advise folks, don't go into crowds on New Year's Eve. Stay at home with your family. Don't be in big crowds. Okay, and I'm not saying this to frighten or fearmonger. I'm just saying this to be of a understanding of what Anavia has shown me, that there's going to be some pretty serious shifting going on during these times, and it's going to be on, well, it actually started today, so, well, yeah, 30th, 31st, and the 1st. Stay away from crowds, please.
Okay.
All right, and that energy is just going to shift. These particular shifting of energies, it's not only going to cause ruckus, but it's also going to cause a change in our body too. All right, so it's going to make us feel like we're intense or very tense in a way, almost like we're pinging back and forth in our body, and it's almost like our molecules, our electrons are crashing into one another. Okay, and the reason for this is because we're going into a reboot. Anavia has told me every time a new Divine Diva takes reign, our body has to upgrade so that we can hold her codex. Okay, so what I'm about to give everyone is the Anavia Nightshade codex.
Great.
Now, when I give the codex is going to genetically change your energetic signature. All right. Now, not changing in a bad way. It's not going to manipulate it, change it. It's going to raise its consciousness or raise its oscillation or the way it processes information much quicker than what it does now. Okay, so I want everyone to basically take some deep breaths. Well, should we take or do you want to take a break before we do so, or no?
No, I think we should just go ahead. I am
All
bringing
right.
the dragon energy to you. This
Yes.
is just a representation of this newest diva, and you just get to embrace her and bring her into your system.
Yes. Now, I want everyone to take some deep breaths in, and I'm going to lead you into a little small meditation before I bring in the codex. All right, so just take some deep breaths in. Focus your energy in your heart chakra at the center of your chest. And I want you to take deep breaths in. As you take deep breaths in, move that breath and that consciousness down into your solar plexus, down into your sacral, down into your root, throwing a grounding cord all the way down from your root chakra into Mother Earth, moving your consciousness down your legs, down your knees, down your calves, ankles, and moving your grounding cords down into Mother Earth. All right, you have 3 grounding cords down into Mother Earth. As you bring those 2 grounding cords down into Mother Earth, it pierces through the crust, the mantle, and down into the core where you will meet the troll that is going to help with your grounding. All right, this troll is going to take everyone's grounding cord and ground it firmly and plant it firmly into the center of the earth. Now, as the troll firmly plants your grounding cord in the center of the earth, I want you to allow the energy to spring back up through the mantle, through the crust, through your feet, through your thighs, through your root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and take a deep breath in. And we now call upon the Anavia Nightshade Codex. Zelo rin hino kotisia hota hijomo kote hilokriana ashayin. Eo sasin kokata harashinomo. Galopriano kosavo bana ayin. O kote hijin wapatayin. Ewa kaselo prino kawapatayin. Ewa sashinwa. Ewa saasin. Ewa stasedoku. Ribavo temisho no qua. Cocostession. Oka shenwa. Rokimon. Dalo papatayin. Zepota shanwa. Zesito komani. Ida shokende simoratayin. Kokotela riboku simuna. De loco cashenua. Viva da shinna pasela parataki. Go fiesto mola crinekiash. Go shanua resesimo cosin. Pela telelo paro coshinuat pestesio. Yeso reshono pasitaki. Roketa sela predom adain. Garare mahir no kosimura arara rian hidelo krema astu. Astesi hana ashtai ela poroko te enua. Ila sahataki. Mina hashtai no. Horatopus. And take a deep breath in, bring that energy up and through your root chakra, in through your sacral, up through your solar, in through your heart, up through your throat, into your third eye, down into your well of dreams at the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, beaming down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Shushumna, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And take a deep breath in. All right, and we're going to call in the light of the Pisces constellation to ground the Anavia Nightshade Codex out into your energy system. And then we're going to call in the light of the Ophiuchus constellation to integrate the Anavia Nightshade Codex into your energy system. Take a deep breath in. All right. Now, energy may be a little warm, a little heated in the body. Don't worry, you're not literally internally on fire. It's basically the change in frequency from your energy field going from one frequency to another. So I would tell you, some folks, when they participated in the coronation of Anavia, which was on the 21st, they all broke out in a sweat. So, and half of the folks that broke out into a sweat, they were in probably around a 70-degree house, and there was snow outside. So I find that pretty interesting.
So energy has its own way of informing us and taking care of us. So thank you, Bryan, for your wisdom, for your ability to really transmit this energy to us and this information to us. If you want to get a hold of Bryan for any further learning or transmissions, he's really good at what he does, and he can really get you hooked up. He also has his own shop that he can give you some different things that will help you with your spiritual world. How do they get a hold of your shop?
So you can First off, you can call the office if you like to place an order. I sell candles, oils, mojo bags, spell work. I am ritual for hire. Basically, that means you can hire me to do a ritual for you. Also, if you want customized work, I do customized work, but you can call the office at 586-659-9620. You will personally speak with me or speak with one of my assistants, but more than likely you'll speak with me. You can also email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com. You can also go to www.amagicaljourney.com. That is spelled AMAGICALJOURNEY.com. Or you can also find the business page on Facebook, A Magical Journey. Now there's two, one with a star, little squiggly line, another star, A Magical Journey, and then there is A Magical Journey. You want to go to the A Magical Journey where it looks like there is a path up in the woods. But that is the Facebook page or the business Facebook page. And then also, I wanted to also inform everyone that I'm getting ready to have a practitioner training for the Starseed DNA numerical, Starseed numerical DNA practitioner healers course on January 7th. So if you're interested in that, please call the office to reserve your spot. Okay.
Excellent. Lots of great things coming up. So I am Pam Bright, and you can reach me at brightbutterflyenterprises.com. That's BRIGHTBUTTERFLY.com. Or you can email me at theempowermeshow@gmail.com. Both Bryan and I are available for any services that you might need or want, including coaching and counseling and mentoring. Those are also available for you for a charge. We are as I said, we're very easy to work with, so don't hesitate to contact us for any reason and let us know that you need some services of any kind, and we'll make it work for you. So we are so happy that you have joined us today. Please be well and know that you are absolutely blessed. And look at tomorrow being New Year's Eve. Look at what you're ready to release, because this new Divine Diva is all about supporting you in releasing what you no longer need, healing what has come up for you so that you can be a better you for the new year in 2022. So again, thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Bryan, I adore you. Thank you so much for being here with me and with all of those that are here as well. And we will hook up with you again next week for another Empower Me show. Many blessings to you and your families. Be well. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright on Transformation Talk Radio. Tune in to learn more about living a fully empowered life. Remember that your life is up to you, and you can choose the spiritual path you are on. There is spiritual energy and wisdom in everything and everyone around you. Listen carefully for what the universe is trying to tell you in every moment. You are already being guided along your journey. Call upon your spirit guides anytime you need help with anything. Know that you are safe in every moment, even if it seems that you are not. For more information about Pam Bright, visit brightbutterflyenterprises.com or email theempowermeshow@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to see you next week.